My mission is complete, Master.
Then you are ready to stand with me against the Emperor. Return to my ship at once. We will at last control the galaxy.
It seems that you are about to achieve your primary programming, Master.
Yes. Finally.
The Emperor's fleet has arrived.
You have lured the Emperor to us. When do we strike?
I did not summon him. His spies followed you here. What is thy bidding, my master?
You have forgotten your place, Lord Vader. By taking this boy as your apprentice, you have betrayed me. Now you will kill him, or I will destroy you both.
Master, we can defeat him together!
Do it now, Lord Vader. Strike him down and prove your loyalty to me.
Yes! Kill him!
Lord Vader, he's regaining consciousness.
Keep him restrained.
Yes, sir.
You killed me!
No. The Emperor wanted you dead. I salvaged your body and brought you here to be rebuilt.
Why?
The Emperor needed to believe you were dead. Now you can have your revenge and fulfill your destiny.
What is thy bidding, my master?
The Emperor's spies watch my every move. We must provide them with a distraction.
What sort of distraction and assassination?
No single act will gain the Emperor's notice. You must assemble an army to oppose him.
An army.
Yes, an alliance of rebels and dissidents. When these rebels have distracted the Emperor and his spies, we will strike.
Where should I start?
Your destiny is now your own. Sever all ties to your past. No one must know that you still serve me. Now go, and remember that the dark side is always with you.
Proxy.
Ah, Master. I'm pleased to see that you're not dead. I was afraid that I wouldn't be able to kill you myself.
Well, I'm sure you get the chance once we get out of here.
Yes, but before I kill you, I am to do everything I can to help you vanish. Should I ready the Rogue Shadow for launch?
Yeah, you go ahead. I'll meet you there.
Master, I've accessed the ship's main computer.
Where's Juno?
Ah, yes, the pilot. She's still aboard, I believe. In a holding cell. Captain Eclipse has been accused of treason, and Lord Vader gave explicit orders to sever all ties to your past. You aren't planning to rescue her, are you?
I don't know yet, Proxy. Just get the ship ready to launch.
As you wish, Master.
Aloha, everybody, and welcome to Part 5 of Star Wars The Force Unleashed. So the Emperor's still alive. Go figure, he's a main character from the movies. It's almost like he has plot armor or something. Luckily, Starkiller has some kind of armor too, because despite being impaled and thrown into space, we managed to survive, and we're not a clone or a cyborg, so that's good. That's good news. And now Darth Vader wants us to bust out of here and find an alliance of rebels to combat the Empire, which sounds a little bit familiar, and some people may see that and hear that and be like, wait, where are they going with this? Oh, I think you know. I think you know. I don't consider Force Unleashed canon, but anywho, in terms of abilities, I upgraded Force Repulse so that I can charge it up now. It'll do a little bit extra damage, and if you hold the button, Starkiller could just float there and float there and float there. Ain't that special?
Alert! Specimen containment field in Sector 10 has malfunctioned. Nearby squads are ordered to investigate.
So the place fills with poison gas, and you have to lift this thing in order to stop the gas from coming out. Once you do that, the gas stops, and the door out opens up so that you can leave. And right off the bat...
Check out that noise. I think Lord Vader's experiment just got loose.
Right off the bat, as soon as you enter that hallway, you find a blue lightsaber crystal. And I'm actually going to be using that for the rest of the game, because all of the cutscenes from here on forward... they all have Starkiller using a blue lightsaber. So if I keep with the red one, just because it's my favorite color or whatever, then all of the cutscenes will feel bizarre, because like you'll be seeing me with a red lightsaber, and then it'll transition to cutscene, and Starkiller will have a blue one out of nowhere, and it's like, what? So did Darth Vader leave the blue one in the hallway because he knew that, like, if we want people to trust me, I can't have a Sith lightsaber? I don't know.
Security breach in Sector 9. Subject 1138 has escaped. Send blasters to kill. Forget the specimens. We've got to get out of here.
By the way, if you're a hardcore Star Wars nerd, or just a George Lucas nerd, I suppose, they just made a reference there. 1138 is a reference to THX 1138, one of George Lucas's movies, and that reference has been in a lot of Star Wars fiction. I've played a lot of Star Wars video games in my time, and I have seen the phrase 1138 pop up all over the place. It's like Starkiller, where it's become part of the history of Star Wars. Ooh! I love doing that. When you air juggle stormtroopers, you can literally obliterate them and make them just burst into flames and ash with the lightsaber. So, sucks to be that poor bastard, but either way, 1138 is a reference, and they made another reference to it here in The Force Unleashed. So how about that?
Alert! Ship navigation systems have malfunctioned. Repeat, ship navigation systems have malfunctioned.
Proxy, what did you just do?
I've sent the Imperial on a collision with a nearby star.
You what?
It seemed like the quickest way to wipe out all witnesses. Lord Vader did clearly specify that no one must know of your existence.
I knew you were still trying to kill me.
No. Not yet, anyway. You should have plenty of time to reach the ship before it hits that star.
Empirical security systems are offline. All crew members are advised to secure escape pods. Did you enter the code correctly? Try it again. I've tried twice. It's not working. Try again.
Okay, so we got ourselves a whole bunch of new Empire goons to fight off with this time around because, well, Starkiller is pretty overpowered as far as Jedi and Sith go. If we just kept fighting the same enemies we've been fighting the whole entire game, the game would be pretty damn easy. Some would argue it still is easy, but, you know, they decided to add a whole bunch of different stormtrooper types. Like, the commander here can't be affected by force grabs. He had this big force bubble around him, right? And you can't, like, grab him with your arm and just, like, throw him around. You actually have to get up close and personal to that guy because he has a force shield surrounding himself. How does he create that? I don't know. I don't judge Empire technology that exists in the video games. I'm sure it's in the comics and stuff, too, but I'm not that hardcore of a Star Wars nerd, you know? I'm kind of hardcore as a Star Wars nerd, but I'm not that hardcore. This is a bonus objective, by the way. If you shoot lightning on the escape pods, they'll ram into the door, and then they'll blow up. Because no one's getting out of here alive. Nobody is allowed to escape. All will feel Starkiller's wrath, goddammit. I got stabbed, and I got thrown into space, and all of you motherfuckers are gonna pay for it. I mean, yeah, it was Darth Vader's fault, but he was afraid of the Emperor. I mean, come on.
All escape pods have been jettisoned. Empty. Await further orders.
Oh, that's not good.
Proxy, did you launch the pods?
Of course, Master. It pays to be thorough.
Oh, like you're one to talk, Starkiller. I just blew up a whole bunch of the escape pods myself. It's a bonus objective. I get a bonus upgrade if I do it. Either way, folks, this guy is a big metal badass, and you gotta be careful with him, because he shoots homing missiles. We got Evo Troopers, who are different from the commanders, because they actually absorb electricity. I think you can still grab them with the Force, and you can still push them around with a Force push, right? But Evo Troopers will absorb your electricity, and they will get stronger for it. They don't get damaged by electricity at all. But we got ourselves here a giant Imperial Purge Trooper. They're this big metal Iron Man type robot looking motherfucker. And you can't grab them with the Force. You can shock them with lightning.
Juno!
The traitor dies with the rest of us. Don't let him reach her.
But the giant Purge guys, they hit like a beast. They have homing missiles that they can shoot at you. If you get up too close and personal to them, they'll try and punch you, and that really does a lot of damage. And again, you can't lift them with the Force, so you gotta get in close, you gotta shock them with lightning. And especially, like I said, the best combos in the game are your Sith Slash and your Sith Saber Smash, because if you can shock that guy, sometimes you can stun lock the Purge Trooper into doing the same thing over and over again, and sometimes when you shock them, they'll actually like just fall down, and when they fall down, you can just stab them downwards and shave their health off really, really quickly. But they got shields, they're gonna try and grab you, and oh, they do a good bear hug once they get a hold of you. There's a ground pound, so there's the homing missiles, like I said, there's ground pounds and stuff. They are a force to be reckoned with, especially when you run into more than one. Because, like, taking on one Purge Trooper, that's okay. I can handle one guy, but when I have to fight two at a time, that's when things start to get a little bit hairy, because I can't stun lock both of them at the same time. And sometimes they're ground pounds, and they're homing missiles, and they're punching and bear hugging, and where were these guys in the movies? Why didn't I see Han Solo fighting one of the Purge Troopers in Empire Strikes Back? I mean, come on. I guess we could argue Starkiller destroys them all in this game, and that's why they never show up in the movies. I don't know. It's just Starkiller's a little too overpowered. We need something for him to fight, you know. Anyway, this level's really, really short. I just gotta get to Juno, and then I'm done. So Juno, you just walk up to her, and the level's over. I don't even have to kill these Imperial officers here. I'm just doing it because they're in the way. I get XP. It's free XP. Why not? So yeah, that's the Imperial.
Vader said you were dead. But you came back. I've been branded a traitor to the Empire.
It doesn't matter. I don't care about any of that. I'm leaving the Empire behind.
So yeah, that's a short level, very short video, and we're coming up to another short level actually, but before we leave for part 6, I should mention, you remember in part 2 when I said that the voice/actor for Starkiller, Sam Witwer, also voices another character in this game, and has been voicing that character for a while now? Sam Witwer was the voice of Emperor Palpatine. He was the voice of Emperor Palpatine in that cutscene. And he is still the voice of the Emperor in the Star Wars Rebels cartoon. He is the voice of the Emperor in the new Star Wars Battlefront video game. So Sam Witwer is the Emperor, as well as Starkiller, as well as Darth Maul. And probably some other Star Wars role, I don't know, but you gotta look up live-action videos of Sam Witwer doing the Emperor voice, because it's pretty fantastic. But either way, folks, see you in Part 6.